Death waits for no one. It strikes when least expected, often without a warning, and changes everything in a single moment. But what if I told you the human body does give warnings? Subtle, biological signs that something deeper is happening. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful signs the body gives us when it's preparing to let go. Signs that aren't mystical or morbid, but grounded in science and observed by doctors and caregivers around the world. Most people miss them, but you won't. This video isn't here to scare you. It's here to help you or someone you love prepare with wisdom, grace, and peace. Because when we understand what's happening inside, we can embrace the outside with clarity and calm. So take a deep breath, stay with me until the end, and let's begin. Sign 1. Profound sleep changes. Let's start with something most people shrug off: changes in sleep. As we approach the final chapter of life, our internal rhythms, the ones that kept us awake during the day and sleeping at night, start to break down. Some people sleep more than ever, needing 16 to 18 hours a day. Others become restless, unable to sleep at all, no matter how tired they are. Some even flip their schedules, wide awake at 3 a.m. and exhausted by noon. Why? Because your body is doing something remarkable. It's shifting its energy away from everything non-essential. Digestion slows, movement slows, conversation becomes tiring. Your body says, let's use every bit of strength to keep the heart beating, the lungs breathing. This sign usually appears 1 to 3 months before death, and while it may not feel urgent, it's one of the clearest biological warnings that change is coming. Sign 2. Sudden, unintentional weight loss. The second sign is often misunderstood and sometimes even celebrated: weight loss. But we're not talking about losing a few pounds from diet or exercise. We're talking about cachexia, a biological shutdown of the body's hunger and digestion systems. The food you once craved suddenly seems unimportant. Meals go untouched. Favorite dishes lose their flavor. Even water may taste metallic or bitter. Why? Because your body is preparing. Your digestive system, which takes massive energy to run, is being powered down. Your body chooses to conserve that energy for your heart, brain, and lungs. It's not about willpower. It's not about depression. It's your body gently letting go of things it no longer needs. This sign usually appears 2 to 4 months before death and is almost always progressive. Unlike a cold or flu, it doesn't bounce back. Sign 3. Emotional detachment and mental shifts. This one's harder to see, but it's just as important. You may notice yourself or a loved one pulling away emotionally, not in a sad or angry way, but more peaceful, like you're letting go of the small things. Work deadlines, bills, even arguments you used to care about suddenly lose their importance. Doctors and hospice workers recognize this as a mental transition. The mind begins to quiet down, processing less of the outside world and turning inward. It's nature's way of softening the final stretch. Some people may speak to people who aren't physically present, like a late spouse, parent, or even a pet. Some call it hallucination, others call it clarity. There's also something called terminal lucidity, where someone who's been confused suddenly becomes clear, alert, and connected again, only for a brief time. It's a final spark before the candle dims. If you notice a loved one withdrawing, speaking less, or becoming philosophical, it might not be depression. It might be their mind preparing for peace. Sign 4. Changes in circulation and skin. The fourth sign is something doctors see often, but families rarely recognize. As the body slows down, it starts prioritizing where the blood goes. The hands and feet, less important. The core organs, critical. That's why in the final days or weeks of life, you might notice cold hands and feet, Skin that looks pale, gray, or blotchy, especially the legs. Fingernails that turn bluish or waxy. Breathing that changes in rhythm, called Cheney-Stokes breathing, where the person breathes rapidly, then stops for a few seconds, then starts again. These are not random signs. They are the body's way of gently powering down, and while they may look frightening, they are often painless and natural. Sign 5. Final communications and body language. The final sign is often the most moving and the most overlooked. As the body nears its last hours or days, it begins to speak in subtle ways. Gentle reaching or picking at the air, repetitive gestures, whispers of names, the death rattle, a gurgling sound as the throat muscles lose their ability to clear fluids, even a sudden, unexpected calm. And then there's the sense of hearing. It's the last sense to go. That means even if someone seems unconscious, they can likely still hear your voice. Speak to them. Tell them you love them. Say what you need to say. Your words might be the last ones they hear, and they matter more than you know. So, what do you do with this information? First, don't be afraid. These signs aren't curses. They're gifts. They help us prepare. They help us show up. They help us say goodbye in a way that matters. Second, don't wait. If you notice these signs in yourself or someone you love, use the time wisely. Say what needs to be said. Reconnect, forgive, hug longer, hold tighter. Third, know that it's okay to seek support. Hospice, counselors, spiritual guides, these people are not just for death. They're for comfort, clarity, and peace in the moments that matter most. Death is not the enemy. Silence, denial, and disconnection are. And if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. It means you're someone who faces truth with courage. You're someone who wants to live and love more deeply. You're not alone, and there's more to come. If this video brought you peace or clarity today, please do 3 things. 1. Subscribe to Seniors Love and Wisdom, where we bring you real, compassionate truths about life, aging, and everything in between. Comment below, which sign surprised you most? Or is there a story you'd like to share? Your comment could help someone else feel less alone. 3. Watch the next video. We've linked it right here. It's about how to live with more purpose, peace, and energy in your final chapters. Click now, don't wait. Your life matters, your presence matters, and your awareness is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and those who love you.